Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Just as a reintroduction for anybody who's just gotten in on the chat, I'm Ime with Hits for Hire. You're on Chris's live stream here on, I think it's on
just live.pirillo.com.
live.pirillo.com. And this is Don Berjano and Ashraf Hakim of Hejira. And I would like you to tell us a little bit about how you came up with your sound, the sound that you have.
The sound. Well, I came here to Seattle and I played bass for a band and what? Is that for me?
Like,
speak louder. So I came and I got this band. But I was in Saudi Arabia for a couple years. I studied these scales at the conservatory, and I wanted to play this kind of music. So I came here and I played European type music. I played bass, and then I picked one drummer and a violinist, and we started as a trio. Then it mushroomed up, and at times we had 8 people. We had didgeridoos. We had all sorts of crazy things, and then that was a blind alley. And then when it came down, it was finally just us two. And I met Ashraf about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago.
And was kind of plugged into the Middle Eastern community here in town, and they had a big party. And this guy came in from out of town, from Cairo, Egypt, and he was a phenomenal player. And we hooked up, and we had some vocalists. And you said about our sound. So our sound is that we play the scales, and then we play the beats. The big difference. I'm glad you asked me that question. The big difference is the Western music's on 2, so it's 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the Middle Eastern, it's on 1. And I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Bootsy Collins was a bass player, played with James Brown, and they had this thing that they called the theory of 1, which is everything fires on 1. And when I started thinking about that and I started adopting it, and I think that's a difference, and the belly dancers seem to pick up on that, firing on 1, not on 2. And I spent a lot of time trying to take Western musicians and have them play this music, and then when I found Ashraf, he just played it naturally. It's in his DNA, and it just worked out. Is that too much? Too little?
No, that's great.
Okay.
That's great.
Shut up, Don. You're saying
And you
too much.
mentioned that Ashraf is from Cairo.
He is from Cairo, Egypt.
You played in orchestra there, did you not?
Please.
Yeah,
Ashraf.
I was playing in the Cairo Opera House, and I was first chair in Cairo Opera House for.
Look at the camera.
Hi everybody, and my name is Ashraf Hakim, and I'm from Egypt, and I was playing in Cairo Opera House for first chair for 17 years, and I have been traveled around all over the world, and I'm here enjoying being in the United States of America, and America is my new home now, and I met my brother.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
No.
We met each other 4 or 5 years ago, and I was dreaming with playing. That was my dream, to play in this kind of music, and to be me, and to be as a soloist, and to be.
Well, also now wait a minute. So I'm trying to help you out here. When you played the Cairo Opera House, you specialize in playing Middle Eastern because he play quarter-tone scale. Play
Sure.
sabah. Sabah is a quarter-tone scale. That's quite And that's just one of the quarter-tone scales. The only Middle Eastern scale I can play is called Hejaz, and it's because of the frets. He has no frets, so he can play quarter tone scale. We call them half flats, quarter tones. It's not exactly like half. It's not like 50%. Some of them are 30%. Some of them are 70. It's different. But so when he plays those quarter tone scales in my music, it's just great. And I play some what's called add two chords. And when he adds the quarter tone scale, it sounds great. Did you want to say anything?
Well, where the two come together and intersect with me is that because I belly dance, this is the kind of music that we like to dance to because it's got the quarter tones in the background. I've always been in love with Egyptian style music and really more the old school stuff, not necessarily just the new Egyptian pop. So that's kind of how I met these two. I think this
is old school cabaret? Is it called cabaret?
The cabaret or
Yeah,
Egyptian, the Egyptian cabaret oriental would be what I prefer. And then there's the pop and the shabi and things that came later. But this is the kind of music we like to listen to, not just to dance to, but to listen to because it's very passionate. It hits all the tones that the human voice can hit, and even fretted instruments can't hit all of those little nuances.
Oh yeah, I have to bend the string. So I have to bend the strings to get those in.
Right, and with keyboards you have to hit buttons or use a modulating knob to actually get those tones in between. So cello's just
Right now you're off camera right now. You're they have a talk. You're not even a talking
What,
head.
there's a stage term for it, isn't it?
I know, disassociated body
I'm a
head.
headless voice.
Yeah,
I'm a headless voice.
You should be in now.
Well, we can actually have you play a little bit more, and then we'll tell you more about the project. That
Okay, all right. Well, are there any Turkish people in the house? Okay, no.
There's someone from Cincinnati.
Oh, that's about
Close enough.
as Turkish as you get. Okay, so we do this song called Karşılama, which just means 9/8. For the Anglos, it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and that's the basic beat. And that was a real popular one with the belly dancers because they would step 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 ching 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 step 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 ching 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 step step step. Except we start out in 6 just to confuse all the dancers. Right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, so the musicians. Okay, so what do we want to talk about the project?
Yes. Now that you're about to embark on an exciting tour to New York City.
Hey, why can't you get the chair and sit back here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you ought to be.
I
Gotta
didn't
be
really
here.
want to
Yeah, you ought
in
to
the
be here.
picture. Okay, guys. It's coming on.
Live.
Otherwise, I've got to squat. The reason why there's a lag, because
lag, yeah.
there's a little bit of a lag, so they are just seeing you finish up.
Oh. That's funny.
It's kind of funny.
There's a lag here too when we move in the month.
Yeah, so don't really...
Okay, as you were saying.
So, we know that you are about to embark on an important tour, which is you've got some performances that are very special that are lined up in New York City coming up in a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what you've got set up, what you're looking for also. So anybody who's listening out there and you're in New York City and you're looking for a performance, they're coming. So dates, places.
Yeah, date is one. It's June 21st. And all I have is the name of the place. It's Hoyt Plaza, Athens Triangle, and Think Coffee. If they wanted, I could send out the maps or whatever on email.
Sure.
Get the whole thing. So what I liked the best was this is for a thing called Making Music in New York, MMNY. So how I found it is I went on LinkedIn and I asked all my LinkedIn people if there was something happening this summer that we could get involved in, because we had already had about 8 or 10 festivals, and the lady got back and said, oh, there's this thing in New York, gotta check it out. So when I sent it in, the guy from the selection committee got back to me and said, considering how culturally vast Astoria, New York is, Hejira would be the perfect fit for our neighborhood. So I thought, well, that's very cool. You don't hear that a lot. I mean, I was pretty happy. So then I went on there and I just applied for several different ones, so we got 3. So I thought one would be astounding, but to get approved for 3 is pretty good. And then I realized, from the musical side, from the band side, that now we have 3 gigs in New York City and no real way to get there. So because these gigs they're kind of high profile, but they're all free. There's 3,000 musicians all in one day playing in New York City. That's the whole idea. So I applied for the world music ones. I was accepted, but now we have to get there. So I was releasing the how, and I thought, this is a great idea. Everything about this is a good idea. Now if we can just kind of make this come together.
Right, and that's where we think that you guys can help out a lot, is if you're liking the music, please tell your friends. And also you'll see at the top of the screen is my PayPal number, or address, info@hipsforhire.com. And if you donate anything there, we will send it on to Hejira to help them get to New York City. And this will be archived, so people can still watch it, still get that PayPal address there, and get them to New York City on time. How much budget do you guesstimate you'll need?
I was thinking conservatively $2,000.
So let's just say $2,500. Let's just round that out, give you a little
Yeah.
buffer, make
Yeah.
certain that they get a good place
'Cause
to
it's,
stay.
yeah, it's
and
airfare, lodging, food.
And probably by the
ground
time this goes
transportation.
out, there's going to be other people who want you to play. So we're just going to buffer. Let's shoot for
That's the
2,500.
idea. Okay.
So you all know how just a few hands telling everybody else and helping each other out, we can make this happen.
It takes a village.
Yep.
So we need a village.
So that's how you, as our viewers, can help out to get them there. I know you already like the sound.
Is there a CD available?
Yes. How can they get a hold of your CD?
That's a good question. I'm glad you all asked that. We have a performance CD that right now is the best thing we have, and I guess I should just take it down and get it processed. So we have a CD, and you would get a hold of it on our website, which is sonicbids.com/Hejira2.
Now, we'll probably set up, Chris, a way for them to find that a little easier if they don't get the
Yeah, yeah,
website.
It's on the bottom of the
Yeah.
screen right
Yeah,
now.
well,
Oh,
we
okay.
don't get it typed.
JAG.com.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
great.
we can get
Right
to it.
there.
Right. So we have an easier way to get them to your stuff. That
That's
sound
really
good? Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but this feels like a staff meeting. But it's going out to all these people, and they're watching our staff meeting.
Okay, so this will make it unstaffy. I had this
Okay.
question, two questions
Yeah.
actually. What's the most random thing that has happened to you since you started playing together? The most random thing that just happened?
Random.
Like bizarre, weird, funny?
Meeting you. Oh, sorry, no. Let's see. I don't know,
Well,
Ashraf, you got any thoughts on
actually,
that?
that isn't a bad story. When the Greek owner came out with that pile of money, went Opa and threw it on
Oh,
me. I
right,
looked
right.
at you.
Oh,
like,
you danced with us at George's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, that's right.
That was a little bit
Oh,
random for me.
That was a couple, 3 years ago, yeah.
Wasn't there
3 years?
Couple, 3.
Wasn't there a video on YouTube where Ashraf was playing with
That was random.
Yes, that was
with
my sixth question.
Justin Bieber.
How did that moment with Justin Bieber and the MJ tribute happen? How did that happen?
Yeah, how did that happen, Ashraf? He finally saw it just last night in my place. He finally saw it. You said you remembered him.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good question. Too.
You said it was downtown. You said it was downtown Seattle.
Yeah, well, I was in downtown Seattle.
What were you doing there?
I was playing music, show.
Okay, where exactly in downtown were you?
Pioneer Square.
Pine Square. Yeah.
Pioneer Square?
Yeah.
And so this
So
Justin
Ashraf
Bieber-
routinely goes down to Pioneer Square, takes a bus down there and plays to make a couple bucks. So there was one day this hot rock star walks by, and he just had on a hoodie, white
Yeah.
hoodie, and some kind of wild shoes, and he did the moonwalk with you were doing.
Yeah.
Billie Jean?
Yeah.
I was playing Billie Jean.
Why don't you play a couple measures of that?
Yeah.
Could you?
Yeah, sure. Michael Jackson. Yeah.
And what was that song again? You have to remind me.
Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
Okay.
You know everything.
Okay. I'm working for you.
Thank you.
tag out the words Justin Bieber and MJ Tribute.
Yeah, MJ. Yeah.
MJ Tribute, and you will get a little clip of Ashraf and Justin Bieber.
In Seattle.
Yeah, jamming it out in Seattle. And also, tell us a couple places that you're playing around in Seattle. For those who are in Seattle, you're at Philosophy.
Well, let me think. By my memory, we're playing tomorrow at a place. It's a hosteling, which means there's places in Europe where kids, college kids go and they have cheap hotels. So it's called hosteling. So they asked us to do a presentation on. I was in Saudi Arabia for a couple of years, and of course Ashraf's been in Egypt for 30 years at least. So we're doing that tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That's for the locals. And then we're playing Green Bank Farm up on Whidbey Island on March 5th. We're playing Unity Church of Woodinville in March. We're playing Cabaret on the 20th. We're playing back on Vashon Island on the 27th. And then Rainbow Ridge Center in Anacortes on the 28th. So that's March.
So they're all over Washington State.
Oh, yeah. We're playing.
And you're going to be up in Socrates in Kent, right?
That's right.
In April.
That's in April,
So
yeah.
hopefully I'll catch up with you guys again, at least there. And we want to hear some more music. So I'm going to slip out between you gentlemen, and you're going to play some more. And you guys enjoy.
Okay. So story. So when Ashraf came and joined the group, his English is much better now, but there was a little bit of communication problem. But I was thinking, what would entice a young Egyptian boy there in Cairo, Egypt? Had the lack of luxury. His dad was an audio engineer. You know, he worked at the radio station or something like that, and you know everything was kind of cool. And he had his job at the Cairo Opera House. So I said, Ashraf, you know, where did you get this, you know, this idea you wanted to come to America? And he said he listened to Voice of America.
Yeah.
Fine Arts, or what was it?
Yeah, it was the Voice of America.
Yeah. So listen to that. So then, as he was telling his story, I got the idea that when he was a little boy, his parents would put him to bed, but he'd sneak out and go up to the radio room, and I was thinking he had a little, like a crystal radio, like a Philips crystal radio with a little headset, and he was listening to short wave. And I said, well, what? Can you give me an example of this song you heard that got into your soul that you had to come to America? And without any, you know, delay at all, he played this song. How are we on time? So that start from here.
Shelley says this is a beautiful, great way to perk up my dreary weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
Good quality music,
All
free
right.
concert, hoo-hoo for online concerts.
All right.
Good stuff.
Oh, you get to read it. We can't read it anymore.
Yeah, it's all small font.
Oh, man. What time we got?
We are at 9:43.
Mm-hmm.
9:43.
Okay, so we're
Very good.
a few more minutes. So
Were you reading my ticks clock?
Yes, I was reading
Let's
your
do
tick
6.
clock.
Let's do 6.
I get points for that.
Yes, you do. Like they love what you're doing. Trust me. I got geeks, like people who are younger than me, and so I don't usually do any music that I play is usually in the background. I play all kinds of music, pop, electronica.
Music is so
classical,
misunderstood these days.
I listen. I have very eclectic taste, so I wasn't sure how they were gonna, really react, and they're overwhelmingly positive. Like very
Thank you.
very relaxing. Yells, yippee. How much longer will they play? I don't think they want you to stop. Eventually, I think you have to eat and sleep, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
No, we would rather play.
they're really they're really eating this up.
So awesome.
Yeah,
Sounds like they can't wait to get.
No,
How
they
to-
love it. They like
They're-
playing
What
here,
does
guys.
mean? What?
Oh,
Laugh out
lol is
loud.
Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, lol means laugh out.
Yeah,
Yes,
LOL.
Oh, see, I'm learning. I love it. I love that.
Yeah, I'm a newbie too. Don't worry about it. I'm learning too.
So yeah, this is my audience.
Just tuning in. Can I play that one song again? No, sorry.
Oh.
Chris, shut up and let them play. All right.
Okay.
They're telling me to be quiet now. They want to hear you.
Play whatever you want, and
Let's do, the 6. Let's do the 6. Okay, so we do 6. So we were playing at a Persian restaurant downtown called Kobe, and we were the Anglo band that was kind of in the middle that was for the supper set, and they had, after us, they had this loud DJ that would come in and just would play in Arabic music. Was it David? No, David was a keyboard player. I don't know they had several, they all were just way too loud, big monster. Anyway, so what I heard was, it sounded like disco to me, just sounded like boom, 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 boom. And then they all would come out and dance, and I thought, well, what's so magical about just a big boom, boom, boom? And I was sitting there, but then I heard it was a boom, tap, tap, boom, tap, tap, boom, tap, tap, boom. So I thought, oh, they're dancing in 6. So then the Persians kind of seemed like they favor 6. So I thought, well, we need to come up with a tune in 6. So I thought, well, okay. So I was working on some stuff, and I put a couple different things together. So when we finished this piece, and we just call it 6. We finished this piece. We had one of our friends, Yusuf, who's a Persian. I said, hey, would you listen to this tune? I got this new Persian tune. To see what you think. So we got done playing. I was fairly happy with it. I thought it turned out pretty well, So we end the piece, and he looks at me and says, that's Persian pop. So he was implying that I was listening to this, this Persian pop that they play for the kids, and I was taking that as their cultural, their highest level artistic thing. I couldn't tell. I thought, well, what are they listening to? That they, but they play it and they would just dance like maniacs. It all would come out, the whole dance floor. Anyway, 6. And do we want to talk anymore about the technical aspects of what we're doing,
Oh, they already know.
or? Oh, there and
Yeah,
everything.
it's
Okay,
all
cool.
on the screen. We can get all the information, and
I'll-
we'll hook them up with CDs so from you guys.
Although what was I going to say? I totally lost it. There are a few people that are quite addicted, including myself, to the second song that you played, but they don't know the name of it. It was the second.
Oh, Moroccan roll.
Moroccan roll.
Yeah.
Think about sushi.
Moroccan roll.
But from Morocco. Moroccan roll.
So, and apparently there's been at least one $500 donation.
Yay,
Wow.
thank you.
That gets you a quarter.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
that gets
Yeah.
you a quarter of the way. to
That
where
gets
you
our
wanna
cello
be.
there, so you and I will have skateboards, and the cello will fly. We'll get there a little later for
How about another song,
Going through
and
Montana.
then we'll get you guys to bed
Okay,
and make sure
okay,
that
let's
you're
see.
rested for tomorrow.
Can we do Night in Budapest?
Would you like to? Yeah, okay.
Well, what do we say?
Okay.
Not Bolero.
Really?
No.
Are you sure?
No, we
Why
can play
not?
Hejira tune. Stop it.
Okay.
Ashraf plays wonderful music. He plays all sorts of Bach and Beethoven and everything. And here's what I know, so I'll just can't throw it out. When he plays this, people's mouths drop, but it doesn't go anywhere. That's just my. And we played down in Arizona 2 times down there in Sedona, and one time he was snatched away from me by the Phoenix Symphony Orchestra, and he stayed down there for a while. But I don't know. It's my whole thing is when you create something new and unique. That's the thing that we're looking for. We're not looking to do.
I like symphonies orchestras, but I prefer
Okay, all right.
this. I love this.
So Ashraf always wants to play the Bolero, and it's a wonderful song.
Is this the one that you were telling about, May, about the lovers?
Well,
Or?
the version of Bolero, they're not going to do that tonight.
We're not gonna do
You're
that.
going to have to either see that live, people, like in another situation.
Yes.
Go out to New York City, or I think maybe you need to just cut another album and put it on there.
Oh yeah, I think so.
An amazing, amazing version of Bolero that builds and builds and builds and has a beautiful finish. But you're going to wrap up tonight with a different song, right?
A different song. This song's called Night in Budapest, and it's when I was in Saudi Arabia, and I was coming back home, and they asked us how we wanted to go, and I thought, I want to go to Budapest, because it's 2 cities, Buda and Pest, and I was into this multicultural thing, and I was thinking how that melded together. So, Pest was or Pest is the European city, and Buda was the Eastern city, and they kind of it was infused, the whole thing. So, the only thing I had in my mind, this was when I was in Saudi Arabia, was one thing, I heard this in my mind. That's it. Kind of like a violin. That was all I had, and when I came back, I put it all together. So.
That's enough for like a commercial for some kind of sex thing, and then at the end it's and then the commercial's done.
Thank you so much. And thanks for hosting us and having us here. Appreciate it.
Thank you
This kind
so
of came
much.
together in a last minute kind of wonderful thing, and it's very cool.
Yeah, it's okay. They know who I am.
Well, I know, but
They know. Here's my hand. There we go. There's
they know his hand is
Well,
the floating hand.
aren't there some visitors on your site?
a few.
Just a few.
I just got a couple.
Okay.
Honestly, a couple.
Yeah.
This music is like a siren song. It just pulls you in and doesn't let go. They're amazing. Woo, claps. They're really good. Encore, please. This guy, I swear to God,
Encore.
he's asking for Moroccan roll. This SDF, he will not. Seriously, SDF This guy, that's not his real name.
That's
He
all right, we'll
keeps
play it.
asking. He said,
We'll
play the second song. He can't get it out of his head, he says. And we gotta record it.
Yeah, well, you can get it, listen to it again on the recording, or you can get a hold of their album. And, yeah, they just want to wrap up with that.
It's up to them.
It's up to
We'll
you.
do a reprise.
Otherwise, I'm going to check
Sure.
out and say,
Yeah.
ciao.
All right, this way.
I'm going to go this way. Like, yeah.
Emotional build up. valuable presentation for the evening.
People are asking where they get the T-shirts.
Oh,
Thank you.
T-shirts.
Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Someone suggested I sell these. I got this in Saudi Arabia, so I don't want to sell this one.
No.
But I can find some other ones. Thank you. You've been a lovely audience. We'd love to take you home with us,
Yep.
but we don't know where you live.
Come out to Seattle. If you do, we'll hook you up.
See you in New York.
Yeah,
York,
they're clapping.
Maybe couch surfing tour. Who knows?
Clap, they're saying clap, clap, clap. Do it again.
No, it's
Oh,
not
they can have a
violin,
house
it's
party.
cello.
So don't think they have a CD yet.
If
Bravo.
you're in Seattle, you want to book a house party,
Yeah.
you can contact me on same email, info@hipsforhire.com. You can also go to that same place to get a hold of Sonic Vids. Hejira 2 is their site. There's a lot of ways we can hook you up for house concerts, because
Yeah, house
these two are the bomb. They can do it.
Can
And
do it any place, anywhere.
Yep.
Any island.
Yep.
We'll go. Strap our instruments on our back. Pontoon boats. We'll go.
They're amazing. They just did my house concert for Chinese New Year. They also did my my launch for my company Hips for Hire. So please hire them. Thank you.
Please
Good night.
hire us.
Good night.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Seattle. We love you.